Greeting Tubosauruses and Tubofinesses. It's me again. We're using our Rich at MustangConnection.com shirt today because it's, for once, it's lovely and wonderful. He loved me enough to send it to me. It's so wonderful. And the second reason is, look at this, what that? What we have here is a Craigslist 1968 Mustang coupe with a 67 grill stuck in the hole. And I thought enough to rescue it from the people that had it. They weren't too proud of it. They wanted to sell it and get some money so they could do stuff and buy groceries and eat. And from the looks of it, inside and out, it's been in a body shop for at least 2 years. And it's probably one of them buddy jobs where, yeah, I'll paint your car, just bring it in, just give me enough time to do it. You know, I'll work on it some as I have time. And 2 years later, there it is. But let's get another gander, a closer gander at this. Oh, sorry, these steps on the porches. Yeah. Well, go on then. Little frogs. We got frogs and all sorts of geebles out here. But there it is. In all its wonderful glory. And got a scratch on the windshield, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to polish that out or just cram another $240 glass in it. So if y'all know what I'm going to do, let me know. Anything you see, you let me know, because it's been 35 years since I had a Mustang. Let me see if I can get the lid up on it and show you what's in here. It looks pretty good under here. And it's getting covered up with pine needles. It's got a 351 Windsor that's supposed to have some goober stuff in it. It's got a silly little aluminum radiator. It's an air conditioned car without the compressor or bracket or anything. But, you know, that could happen or not. It's got the condenser and stuff. So, that's the way it is. Got a lot of the grill parts to it, but I don't have this little finishing piece, which I think eBay's got one for $12, $15. And it needs a surround. My plan is to not get the shiny stuff till I get the paint stuff done. And I think that's what I'll do. Save on the shiny stuff later. But there it is. It runs pretty good. So I don't know. It's got some kind of a weird carburetor. I've not even looked at it much. What in the world is that, boys? I could take that one wing nut loose and find out, but that's just one of them things. And close this. It's got the turn signal hood, which I like. I think that is about the only advantage that I like over the 68s from the 67s is you got the turn signal hood in there. I don't like these side markers, but they have to be there because the safety, they passed a bunch of safety stuff in 68. Now at a glance this thing looks pretty straight, but so when you're dealing with other people's bodywork, it's kind of subject to your mileage. And I got the trunk lid thing off, so bear with me. I got to hit this with a screwdriver, and I'll show you what's in here. Near as I can tell, this is all used stuff because it's just scuffed up enough to not be usable in a freshly painted car. There's my turn signal vent thingies. I don't have the grills for it or the little turn signal lights, but they sell them, and I'm the kind of guy that will get them someday. But there it is. There's what little goodies I got with it. I'm sure the trim around the glass on the front and the back is probably all scuffed up and bad, and the drip rail molding looks kind of kinked. It's really hard to get that off and not kink it. It's really delicate. So there that goes. This side is equally straight, and from what I can tell, underneath and inside it's just about rust free. Now it could have been wrecked or something, or turned over and been on fire, but so far I like what I'm seeing. It's got somebody said it had good bones. So we'll just say that until we know different. And that's the way that is. So, do I have time to do it? No. Do I have the money to do it? No. Did I need it? No, I wanted it. So there it sits. Inside is covered in body shop dust, but does have fresh carpeting, not new. And it's automatic. And if I get this in the building, I will take the pan off the transcription. It's got a C4 in it, and I'll show y'all how to take the valve body apart and do a shift kit thing in it. You don't have to buy nothing to get it to bang second gear. There's the hood lip molding. Bless, it's hot, but all in all, it's not a bad little Jummer. This wheel, I'll tell you about the steering. I had a 68 Mustang coupe like this, and it steered so hard it took Hulk to turn it in manual steering like this. And this one steers hard too. I don't think as hard, but it steers hard. And this steering wheel is one of the ugliest steering wheels in captivity. So I want to get me one of them spoked steering wheels. Not a Cal Custom. I want to keep the Mustang stuff going on. Get me a little Mustang 3-spoke steering wheel and put on it. And go from there. Listen to that. Yep. That's a Mustang sound. Of course, before I'd mess with putting the power steering setup on it, I think I've got the whole outfit for it. I'm going to redo the front end, lower control arms for sure, and the strut rod bushings, probably needs them. And I'll go through the steering box, pull it out of there and go through it. A lot of times the bushings lay over and it makes it steer hard. But that's down the road. But that's the little dog. One thing, I've got it's got these style wheels on it. And they're argent. They're supposed to be argent, but I think them are gray. But they got the GT center caps on it. And for me, it's supposed to have the plain center caps. So I'm going to hunt around and find me somebody that has plain center caps that wants to trade for GT center caps. And these steel wheels, I've got some that's got chrome on them where the slots are. And if the rim is not rusted off the back of them, I'm going to fire up my tire changer and put these tires over on the chrome ones. So I'll have that done. And it's supposed to have lower rocker moldings, which I have 2 used ones, and they're twisted up real bad. And some of these cars don't have them, but all the ones that I ever had lower rocker panels, rocker moldings. But it wouldn't bother me not to have any at all, but I'll have to price and see how much they are. And a kit for the clips, because these clips don't use any of this stuff again. The clips are hopefully cheap enough I can just throw these away and re-rivet and do some stuff. But that's the plan of attack on this when it gets time. Whoops. When it's time to do. So that's the way it is. I say that and I don't even realize I'm saying it, boys and girls. Let me get over here and get Copperhead bit. Well, don't watch me get Copperhead bit. That's the best part. But there it is. It's just good enough. Like I always say, if it was any better, I couldn't have afforded it. And if it was any worse, I wouldn't have wanted it. But anyway, that's it. I wonder, I hadn't started it in a long time, like yesterday. So let me we'll do a cold start on this thing. Y'all can enjoy the woods there for a minute. Watch it not start. How bad did it smoke? Any? Some? Anyway, like I say, that ugly steering wheel's leaving. I have to put a wheel off of a truck so I can steer it, but it'll... Oh, this is the way it is. So, been doing some other stuff. I have pulled the engine out of 2 Volkswagens. This is last week. And right here in Pearl, my dear Pearl, you will see eventually when I get this around here. This is the engine 9 that our Peak built. And this is the one that's going to stay in it. I I've had nearly all I have had all 3 engines that I have running in this car to see which one I like the best. And this is the one I like the best. Mr. Peak put bigger jugs on it and bigger pistons in the holes, but not too much bigger. Just, yeah. And just good enough. Now I've got to clean up some wiring and get the side pans changed, but this is the last car configuration for Pearl. It's going to stay like this. And the good car right there has got the one that Brett Ryder built and I put together. It's got that good engine in it. So it's going to be a dandy. It is a dandy. And let me sidestep here. And the little 60 something or other, or Goober one, it's getting the hot rod engine. Since it's a modified bug anyway. Put the hot rod engine in it. And then that one's leaving. And I think that one's leaving. And the yellow one that you can't see, the yellow bug's leaving. It's in the garden. And I'm going to keep Pearl for me forever. And we'll thin the crop out. Now that I got a Mustang, I don't know about the Fairlane. So the Fairlane may say goodbye too. So that'll be cutting dots. The Bible says you got to trim your wick. And I'm going to get rid of a truck or two. And I got to get this little romping stomping Jeep out of there and sell it. Recoup some of my losses. And that's going to be it. I'll have a lot more parking room. I might have enough room to buy some bumpers and stuff for a Mustang and some other stuff. And get Harold put together. Get Harold done. Harold will have his own little parking area. Might build it off the side of this little garage shed thingy. Might put one there where he's good and safe and locked up and out of the danger. Because that'll be my Sunday go to meeting car. And my driving around car will be that one. It's tough enough to go up and down these dirt roads. And then my cruising Saturday night car will be Wilma. And then I don't know what the Mustang will be. Who knows? But that's the way the world twirls today. So, I bet this is probably a half an hour long, isn't it? Let's turn this around. While I'm back here, I can hit the button because there's a button on the back that you can't see otherwise. This is how my arm's stretched out there. This is how One Lonely Farmer does. He don't do that ugly, but anyway, I want you to know I'm thinking about you. And I get the truck fired up. I'll go up at the top of the hill because I don't know if they took our internet thingy down or what, because we got zero stuff. And I can get YouTubes on my phone. So if I drive up to the top of the hill, I can get YouTube and catch up on y'all, because I got lots of stuff to watch. I want to watch stuff. Y'all got some neat stuff, and I'm missing out. Being down here, I am on a hill, but I'm kind of, yeah, okay. I love y'all. Y'all have fun, and be good to each other, because it come back tenfold. Let me know what you think about the Mustang, because it's just something. Well, y'all's got Mustangs, and I was slobbering after a Mustang since that was my first car, and about my favorite car. And anyway, you greened me into it, they said. All right, bye.